Do you ever have one of those moments where you made a lot of money, you had a great month, or you got a bonus, and then all of a sudden your expenses go up and things pop up and boom, all your money is gone? Do you ever find yourself wondering, people around you seem to be climbing up the corporate ladder or the business ladder in life, but you, for whatever reason, have been staying stuck at a certain level in terms of the money you make permanently? No matter what you do, you just cannot break through it? Well, boys and girls, that is the topic of today's video. Hang on for the ride. What's up, everybody? My name's Yahya, founder and creator of Record Breaker, where I help you unleash and break all your record revenue months by unleashing the power of your mind. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how we sabotage ourselves and why we cannot seem to break through a money barrier. First things first, ever wonder why you go up and down, up and down, up and down in terms of the money you make? If you're a salaried individual, you get a bonus, amazing, nice fat bonus, and then all of a sudden, you have a dental appointment, or the car needs work, or this, that, or the credit card needs to be paid off, boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, you're back down to the same level of money that you've more or less been making every month. It doesn't matter whether you run a business or you're a salaried individual. Most people, most of the time, stay stuck at a certain level of money. Now, let's get into it. Let's talk about how our mind perceives us making more money. Every time we make a lot of money, whether we're running a business or we get a nice fancy bonus, our mind immediately thinks this is too good to be true. The mind is happy, the heart is happy, we got a lot of money, but the way we contextualize, the way we process it is, I'm not good enough to make this sort of money. This was a bonus, this was a good month, the stars aligned, the customer was nice. We come up with all sorts of reasons under the sun to tell ourselves and convince ourselves that this wasn't because of us, it was because of external factors, we just got lucky. What's the next step we do? There's two things people do, and I've trained enough people on this that I can pretty much predict, like clockwork, which side you're gonna fall on. You make a lot of money, boom, it's like you won the lottery and you go ahead and you blow all your money. Clothes, car, a fancy watch, this, that, and the other. Nothing serious, no investments, nothing like that. And that's sort of why lottery winners do not hang on to the money they make, because their mind couldn't come to terms with that. They literally got lucky. That's the way the mind processes. The second route that people often take is they go into extreme fear and lack of, this is too good to be true, it's never happened to me before, it's never gonna happen to me again, I better hang on to this money like my life depended on it. These are the people who immediately stash the money away or put it in savings, so on and so forth, something like that. Now, both the ways are broken methods. And I have clients who sort of swing between both of them. I've done it 3 times to myself. I made money once, blew it. Made money a second time, wasted it. By the third time, I had to understand why I was indulging in this self-sabotage pattern again and again and again. Working very hard in my job, getting a bonus, making money, and then boom, 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 spending the money on irrelevant, useless things, and then back down to square one. It's one of the things I train people on, and that's why I'm sharing with you in this video today what is happening behind the scenes, what's happening subconsciously, what you can do about it so you never go through the same pattern again. So, perception, your mind sees this as uncommon. Your mind sees this not as normal, but abnormal. Your heart either blows up with happiness and is like, let me do everything I've ever dreamt of doing, or your heart is like, oh my God, this is gonna go away. This is not me. This is random. I don't deserve this. I better hang on to it for dear life. Now, the way the mind perceives, and this is for people who work really hard in their jobs or their businesses, while going through the process of making the money, the mind sees it as extreme effort, working really hard. This is not me. I am pushing myself to my limit. So as soon as the goal is achieved, the mind and the heart go, all right, finally, we achieved the goal. Now we can stop pushing ourselves. Now we can relax. And that's what most people do. They relax, they book a holiday, they go on vacation. A lot of people live their lives like this. They work hard, super hard to make a certain amount of money. And then for a month or so, they go and blow all that money or whatever. And back to square one. Again, they're back to making a certain amount of money. So what is happening behind the scenes is the heart and the mind and the psyche are not contextualizing it as this is the future of my life, this is me. Instead, they're contextualizing it as this is not me, This is me doing something short term to achieve a short term goal so that I can insert whatever it is that your heart wants to do. Think of it like a diet, a crash diet. You eat celery and soup for 3 months and you work out like crazy and you lose a bunch of weight. And now whatever event you had to lose the weight for, or you had to fit a certain criteria, or you hit a benchmark, as soon as you hit that, boom, you go and celebrate pizza and fried chicken and cake and donuts and XYZ. Compare that now to something that's a lifestyle change, a long-term, permanent lifestyle change. So instead of killing yourself eating soup and celery, maybe you decide to drop white sugar and you switch to brown sugar or honey. Maybe you decide to drop refined carbs and you switch to more natural sort of foods. Now that's sustainable and that's a permanent shift and that stays forever. So you continue hitting your health goals and you get healthier and it stays with you. Now, what is the main flip that's being made? Well, the flip that's being made here is on an identity level. You are no longer identifying as I'm going through temporary short-term pain to achieve a goal. You're instead identifying as I deserve to be healthy and I deserve to eat better. My body deserves more respect. I'm going to be more respectful of myself, my mind, because I deserve. So the key word here is deserve. Who thinks they don't deserve? Someone who has low self-esteem, someone who has, a low valuation of themselves. Who thinks they deserve? Someone who's got a very good sense of self. Someone who thinks they have what it takes to win at life. So the switch is almost on an identity level. Now imagine if you went through whatever ton of effort you're putting in right now, in your business, in your money, in your job. Now, instead of telling yourself that you're really working hard and you're killing yourself, you start telling yourself that this is normal. This is the person who I am. This is the standard I expect of myself. And I love doing this. All of a sudden, you've changed the narrative from pain to pleasure. It's like flipping a switch. A lot of people, most people who are successful at losing weight and getting in shape and getting fit and getting healthy, they're in love with exercise. They don't see exercise as a necessary evil. They genuinely look forward to working out. That is the case with me. I worked out for so long that I don't necessarily tell myself the story that, oh, I'm working out, I hate working out, but the end result is great. No, I love the process of working out. As crazy as it sounds, I love putting my body through that punishment. I've successfully, on a neurological level, rewired my relationship with working out. And it doesn't take long. It's actually very easy and it's very simple. But before I explain to you how you can do it, let me explain to you why this is happening, why you perceive it this way. It's because we all have limiting beliefs and mental blocks about who we are, how to live life, what the world looks like to us, especially about money. Is money a good thing or a bad thing? So to give you my example, my perception of money was anybody who has a lot of money is a crooked person. They use some unlawful, illegal means to obtain the money. My second understanding was if you have a lot of money, you're not a good person. Give it away immediately. My third understanding was good people don't make a lot of money. Only evil people make a lot of money. These three beliefs in combination, in tandem, were constantly and chronically sabotaging me. Every time I got a bonus, I did well, boom, I lost the money. And I thought I was spending the money on necessary expenses and things that needed to happen. In reality, I was sabotaging myself on a subconscious level, ensuring that the money didn't stay with me. So let's say some people have a belief that you are poor, the world is a difficult place, the world is a harsh place, it is difficult to earn money in the world, and that's the belief you're conducting, and that's the belief you're living by. It boils down and it goes back to the beliefs we have about ourselves. Whatever belief you have about life, money, yourself, people, and your place in the world, that dictates to you how you view the world, your perspective of the world. And people often get into conversations with me about, yeah, my perspective is right. This is reality. This is the world. This is the true reality. And I always tell people, no, there is no reality. There are 6 billion people in the world, and there are 6 billion realities. You have a confirmation bias in your head. You know the adage, whatever you look for, you will find. So if you believe there are more black cars on the road than white cars, and you truly believe that, when you go out, you're going to see a lot more black cars. So if you have a confirmation bias that money is a bad thing, if you have a confirmation bias that you're not worthy of money, again and again, your mind will show you more and more proof of why you don't deserve to earn money. Similarly, if you flip the script, you raise your standard and you think well of yourself, your mind has a confirmation bias about, I am good, I deserve, I'm worthy, I am capable, I can make this every single month. All of a sudden, your mind starts finding proof of that in the world around you. It is your beliefs. It is what your parents, society, childhood trauma, things growing up, whatever has shaped you has now defined you. And you are now on an identical level walking around with those beliefs, that perception of life. The easiest way to change a belief is to start questioning the belief. Is this true? Question the confirmation bias. Maybe when you were a child, a man in a black shirt slapped you. And now, whenever you see people in black shirts, on a very subconscious level, you tend to withdraw slightly. You tend to be slightly on the defensive. Question that belief. Start reversing the confirmation bias. Look around in the environment for people in black shirts who have not slapped you. Now, I give you a juvenile example to illustrate to you and make you understand how simple it is to reverse engineer a belief and what are the sort of beliefs that people actually carry around with themselves in this world. Let's say you have the belief that you will not make a lot of money or you're not capable of making money, and then in the outer world you go around telling people, oh, my education is not up to speed, my education is what prevents me, oh, I don't have the certifications, I didn't have the right opportunities, I was born in the wrong country, the color of my skin is this or whatever, right? I don't speak well, my accent is flawed, whatever. Start questioning the confirmation bias. Start questioning the story you've been telling yourself and other people around you. Because remember, guys, first we tell ourselves a story until we believe the story. Then we start telling the world that story. You'll find that you start developing a brand new confirmation bias. The problem with this is your belief lies on a subconscious level. You don't even know the belief's there, and it takes over when you don't even realize it. The questioning has to be done on a conscious level. So you cannot randomly do it. I know you're going to do it after this video, but you need to proactively do it for 30 to 60 days, because that's how long it takes to reprogram something that's subconscious. Repetition again and again and again and again. So I encourage you, try this out today and do this every single day, preferably in the morning. Pick a belief, preferably pick a belief about money, a negative belief you have about money, right? Maybe your uncle has a lot of money and your uncle's is not the nicest guy in the world, right? Pick someone else who is a nice person. Start referencing them. Start thinking. All you need to do is question, and then the chain starts. But do this every single day for at least 30 days and watch how your beliefs start shifting. Now, when your beliefs start shifting, guess what? You're not telling yourself the same story anymore. So your brain is not perceiving work ethic as a bad thing. Your brain is not perceiving working hard, making more money as a bad thing. It's perceiving it as normal. What is abnormal now to the brain is not making money. And what is normal is making a lot of money. That's literally the second thing I do with people in Record Breaker. The first thing we do is help them make a lot of money. The second thing we do is normalize making a lot of money. This month, we're going to make the same amount of money we made last month. The month after that, same thing, until it becomes you. Until that's your new identity. Where does it start? Belief. Belief changes perception. Perception influences the way you feel about everything. So instead of feeling bad about working out, you feel good about working out. All of a sudden, it doesn't seem like pain. So when it's done, a goal accomplished, you've got to think, you don't feel like dropping your guard. You don't feel like, now I can let go. No, that's who you are. And you enjoy it more and more. Leave a comment down below and tell me what is the one belief you think you have that you wish you didn't have. And until then, boys and girls, I hope you have a great day. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.